Hey traders, so here we are opening, right? I'm trying this new orb. So I tried the 30 minute, I tried the 15 minute yesterday. I didn't wasn't able to record that, but now I'm gonna try the 5 minute. Let's see if they said it's pretty good than the 5 minute. Between the 5 and 15 minute right now, because that creates a lot of volatility, and that's what we need. So right now I have this again. I have this indicator that maps out the orb. So we have the 5 minutes. It's going to mark it right after 5 minutes. So we have around 30. It's already opened. We have 1 minute. So we have 4 more minutes left on here. You can see down here, 9:31. It's going to close it on the 5 minutes, 9:35. And it's going to mark it for us. So here we go. Let's see how I'm trading one contract. I'm already up on this already. As you can see here, 537. This is an evaluation again. So, Father God, I ask for guidance in as we utilize these charts. Again, this is a new strategy that let's see if it's fruitful in terms of generating consistent profits. And it's not about my it's not about my ability. It's about what you're blessing us with the again, you said it in Deuteronomy 8:18 that you will give us the tools, the power to be successful. And may these strategies be coming from you and not from anyone else. If any strategies that are not from you, please close those doors. But this is a strategy that's being open to me from you. Let it be so. And so I can also impart this to my students. This I pray. Guide me in my psychology in terms of trading this. We have approximately 2 more minutes here. And again, this is what we get here is basically to be used by you, Father God, it's not to be used by us. You just give us the gift, and we use that gift to create wealth for your purpose, Father God. It's not for our purpose. This I pray in Jesus' mighty name, the name above all names. Amen. Again, we're not looking at greed. We just have one specific. So I'm only trading one contract here because I don't want to make it hard for me to do consistency of 40%. Because this is a 25K account. So here we go. We got gonna be have 1 minute here left, and these are 2 minute bars. Okay. So let's see here. We got some buying blocks here as well as some support and demand zones right there. Where are we on the VWAP? Well, we're right over here. The VWAP is down here. You have the +1. You have the -1 down here. So it's a very narrow. I was I was able to make 500, and I'll be uploading that replay, explain everything what's going on. So here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, 15 seconds. We don't take out the breakout. We basically look for the pullback, and it's going to mark it for us. Oh, right at this zone here, the sell zone. Let's see if you can break through that. Well, you know what? I can just see what's going on here. When it starts printing, there's 35, so it should print right now. So there's the 35, right? Right here. Did it mark it? I hope it marked it. 35. I think after 1 minute it prints it. There it is. So we want to see this. I'm just going to mark this right there. Let's see what's going to happen here. You're going to see the breakout. Then we want to see a pullback. You're right at the sell zone. You can see you're short. Let's see what it did here. It basically went up right here. So basically this is it. Went up, pulled back, right? So let's see if it's going to break out, probably hit this, come back down, probably go back up. So that's what we're looking at. So here's the break. Let's see if it breaks. It has close above, not just appears. It has to close above. There, let's see. Yeah, I'm trading 1 micro, testing this out. 30 this is 33 seconds left on this. See, like I said, it probably hit that. Hope you can get a pullback here. There's the London high. London lows down here. So we're knocking out on the London high. Asia high's down here. Let me see if we get a pullback here. We got 765. 4, 3. So again, this is a 2-minute bar. There we go. Oh, look at that. So we have a nice fair value gap here. Let's see if we're going to take this. We're going to see a pullback. Looks like it's going to pull back down. Let me see that I'm connected to this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, hit it there. Let's see if it pulls, comes back down. It usually hits this first target and comes back down to test. Let's see. No, I guess it's going to go all the way up there. See, this would have been the ultimate right here. Because you have the fair value gap, this would have been okay right here. Let's see. So there's a pullback. So this is the 5-minute orb. There's the top, there's the bottom. Let me see it pull back into the top zone, top range there, which it's trying to do right now. And you'll see we'll get an arrow. Well, hopefully we do get an arrow here once it pulls back. Fair value gap. Just in case. Just drawing all those lines out. So here we go. Here's the orb right here. Let's see what goes down there. There we are. Get ready for a buy. Comes back up. We got a minute left. Just brand new, 2 minute. So it's coming down. Let me test down here again. There it is. Test it again. The Fibonacci. Let me take this out so it's not confusing. Original Fibonacci there. So now we want to see it come back up. Got a little over 30 seconds. We got 50 seconds left on here. Let me try to push down again. $30 seconds. $15. So this might be the arrow. Let's see. 6, 5, 4. This is going to be the buy. Okay, there it is. Let's see. A fair value gap there going down, so not a valid signal yet. You see it close above. $30 seconds. Six, 5, 4, 3. Oh, let me see. It's going to close above. There it did. So that's the bar. Just want to see it. There's the arrow. You already said it. Just waiting for it to I think it's still going to close below that orb high. You got 12 seconds. Even though this close right here, you want to see it break above, but it didn't. Okay, we're still below. Let's see what happens next. Let's see where this is going to go. Pull it back. Okay. This may continue coming down because we're already way up here on the VWAP deviation. This might actually come down. So we hit there, come back, came back up. This may continue coming down. Let me take these out because this is way above them. Yep, that's what it looks like. Let's see. Take that out. Came back down. Hit that. Came back up. So now this might be coming down all the way down here. Let's see if that's going to be doing that. Sell. Yep. That's what it looks like. Oops. Why do I do that? Okay, where was this? This one I gotta move. There. Again, this can just be coming here, then come back up again. Let's see. But we have the down one. We already hit out here. We were way outside the VWAP. So most likely it's way out there, especially when you have that candle there. See that? Liquidity now is doing the same thing here in the reversal. Let's see. But we already see where it came down right here, right? It came down, pulled back up. Now it's coming down. Here's the VWAP. Let's see if it's going to go right through the VWAP. You can see the slope of that VWAP is flat. It wasn't like this, right? This is a slow moving Friday. I think a lot of people, a lot of traders, what happened is they're on vacation because it's Memorial Day weekend. Celebration is Monday. Markets are closed, so they took the early weekend. That's why there's no volatility. We might not even get a follow through here. Let's see what's going to happen here. So here it did hit this right there, the first target. It's gonna probably get up there again. Let me put this up here. Right. He's already hit the first target. I mean, that was just a really small one. So once it hit this pullback, let's see if it continues coming down. Like I said, the pullback will be around here. That's going to be testing that orb high, but I don't think it's going to go up. It's probably going to go down. Because like I said, we already have the momentum to the downside. We already hit the top there. Well, how do I know? Because we already passed way past the +3 deviation. You see that right up here. You see that +3 deviation up there. Right here is the +1. And you bounce out the +1 and come back down. Marking off this to the wrong one. Yeah. Right there. Okay. So let me go down all the way here. I'm looking at this 1.5. Take it down here. Next target is down here. You see, right here would be right at the -1 deviation. It may bring it all the way down here. Let's see. There's really no momentum. Like I said, let's see if it does follow through. Because right now it's just really playing around with this. Where is the high? Where is the orb? Oh, orb is up here. Orb high. Here's the orb mid right here. So it's playing around with the orb mid. So you can see price rejection going on there. We need to have a price close below. It may close above this. Let's see. If it does, oh there, see that? Just brought it down right away. Saw that? Let's see if they have enough momentum here to bring it down. So we won't even deal with this. Where's that other one? They're aiming. So there, look at that. Strong momentum to the downside again here. Again, we may get down all the way down here. Let's see if they can see a close of the bar here. That was just a feeler. That long wick right there. It was just a tease. Let me see if we can add another contract coming down. I want to see it close below the VWAP, which is right here. See that big long candle got rejected. Again, here's the orb low. You want to see it come down and come back again and then come back down. That's where I'm going to take that trade. But in the meantime, I'm going to have this out down here. Right, the Asia low there. And here's the orb low. Let me see if I can take this out here. Here's the orb low now. Again, what is it? When we have a break, you want to see it pull back and then come back down. That's when I'll add another contract. Wonder where this one. Oh, it's down. You already hit it. So if that's the case, this one came back down. Where was it? Oh, right here. Okay. Let me take this out. Just go to the price action right here. Came down. There's your thing. Where is your thing right here? There it is. This is no longer applicable. There we are. So it is down here. Being rejected here by the orb low here. So we had a break here in the orb high, but it never really. I remember I always take the retrace, pull back, but it never really hit past that. So basically, there was no setup. Kind of faked people out. It did break out. If you took that breakout, yeah, you would have got some points. That one I didn't even take it. I didn't even take a trade. I just took this short trade right now where I'm at. Okay, now we're seeing it's closing below the VWAP. Let's see if it breaks this orb low. Again, it's a 5-minute orb. Last night I tried a 15-minute orb. It worked great. I made over 1,000. That was paper trading. This I'm taking this on a 25K eval. That's why it's only one micro contract, and I will add it once we see a legitimate breakout. There's the breakout. Well, let's see if it closes below. Yes, close. Can't just be a wick. We have what? Oh, more than a minute. So this may just be a wick. Hopefully it closes below. Got a little under 1 minute and a half left. So there's a lot to play around. A lot of time to play around here. Let's see. Hopefully they finish below here and then they pull back and then come back down. I should make these lines here on the VWAP. This is +1, +1, +2, +3. -1, -2, -3. We got what, 40 seconds. So let's see what's going to close this below. The orb below, which is right here. There's the orb below. You can see the orb below. $20 seconds, 24, 25. So still have a lot of time. $15, 10. I don't think they have any intention of closing below that. See? Yep, we're still above, so really no break. That was just a rejection. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see. Can we get there? No, not the orb. VWAP. Style. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's the reason why. This one, yeah, we'll make that. Yeah, we're still not breaking, so. It's taking its time to break that. Is that too thick? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, there's the upper lower. Let's see something here. How do I do it here? Yeah, I think that's better. It's still kind of playing around here. Playing by the VWAP right now. Yeah, it's what? Not better. That was too thick. There, much better. So now you can see it, right? +1, +2, +3, -1, -2, -3. We're back to the VWAP. Testing the VWAP. No break yet. Legitimate break. This was just a rejection. You want to see a close below the orb. Time is it? 10:11. Very slow market. 70. Retrace back into the fib retracement levels right here, the 3 red. This may take a whole hour just on a 5-minute. Can you imagine a 5-minute orb? That's how slow the market is moving. Again, it's a Memorial Day weekend in the States. That's why most of the institutional traders, the hedge fund traders, they're already gone. They're already taking their vacation. So there's no volatility in the market. So again, playing on to the VWAP. Those of you joining late here, so I have a 5-minute orb here. This is another strategy that I think beginner students can, easily comprehend. But first, for beginner students, they have to know the market structure, the basic market structure. So again, I'm already up. I'll be recording, uploading a video that I did on the London session. I'm already up about 615. This is a 25K account evaluation. Profit target is 1,500. However, I need 3 days to pass. Minimum 3 days. I can't pass it at one. This is Tradeify. Since we were tradeify, they require a consistency rule for the 3 days or whenever you pass the 1500. But on their PAs or their funded accounts, there's no consistency rule. So one day you can make 1,000, one day you can make another one, just 100. They have no consistency rules during the PA phase once you pass an evaluation. Yesterday I traded the 15-minute orb. It generated at least $1,500 in profit. That was paper trading. I just wanted to try it out. So now I have a 25K here just dedicated for this orb. I mean the 5-minute orb. You can see just staying right at the VWAP. That's where it's going to be staying. It looks like. So I don't think there's no news. That's another thing. That's why there's no volatility. There was no news or economic report. This is almost like a slow drip. Okay, so again, we're not breaking this orb low. Maybe this one will try to break it. There, it broke, but we're not closing. We need to close below. We just started this new brand new candle, so it end up closing below that. It has a lot of time to still play around. Again, when I consider using the orbs, what is it? A opening range breakout. It's basically the breakout. It has to close below either the orb high or the orb low. It has to close. It can't be like this rejection or this wick. So let's see. We have a minute left. A little over a minute left in this candle. So you want to see once it closes below, we want to see a pullback and then come back down again, and that would be your confirmation of a break coming down. Again, if this continues coming down, hits my target, I'll just leave it. It's been going so slow. Imagine this is a 5-minute orb and it's already close to 1 hour already. It's almost like having this almost like the IB. So here we got 30 seconds. Let's see. Hopefully it closes below there. And probably hit the -1 deviation and then go back up and then come back down. That's what I'm looking at. 15 seconds. No, it looks like it closed well below. There it is, created a fair value gap as well as a sell block. So let's see, it can pull back here, within here, and then come back down. Let's see what happens. That's when I'm going to add another contract. So it hit the first target on our, this is what the Fibonacci extensions. That's your first target, and when it hits that, it usually does pull back, and it's actually doing that right now. And eventually get down here. Now, the reason why my target is down here, well, not only that we have a Fibonacci extension, but look how far it got up here. It got up to the +3 deviation. So most likely he's trying to get to the -3 deviation here. You got there +3. This is the -3. And also you have what? You have both the Asia and London lows. Let's see if the U.S. New York Open will knock those lows out. So here's the pullback. Again, it may get up here to test this level again. We have a sell block right there. See that? You got 30 seconds. So if this closes within that orb, then come back down. That'll be a legitimate breakout. There, see that? It has to close above to stick. See that? So we got 12, 10. So let's see if that arrow sticks. It has to close above that orb. See? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There. So it's closed. Okay, so you see that? Now I'm going to take this. He's going to probably take this candle now, to be the arrow. Tested that white is basically the 233 EMA. Again, it may test up here. Okay, that would be the, let's see, 50 seconds. I'm surprised I didn't draw the arrow there. I think that was more than 50 candles. I think that's the reason why. I might have to increase it to 100. "20 seconds. Let's see if we can close below that orb." I would say, yeah, this is to retest. But maybe 150. Okay. A little over a minute, so it's going to be playing around here for a minute. Hopefully, it can have strong momentum to the downside. Hopefully, it closes below that orb. Yeah, it looks like it's going to try to test the VWAP again. So it tested the -1 deviation, test the VWAP, and then most likely going to try to get down here. $10.30. So here, this is basically the IB from here to from up there. Yep. So that was the IB. Target would be here. See? So your IB would be right here. This is for the IB, yeah. So this is the orb right here, orb high, orb low. Testing the VWAP. And they have no follow through. There you go, back into the mid, back into the fib retracement. Again, remember I said when it hit this first target, that's what it's going to do, and that's what exactly it's doing right now. That should have been my first. Should have moved my target up here. Would have been filled, and then one comes back down. Enter another trade rather than just hold out for this. technically this is, see these red lines? That's basically the retracement zone. Again, here's the orb high. This is the IB high. The IB low is down here. The orb low is right here. Not a lot of volatility. That's why it's good. I'm only trading one contract. So we have a change of character here. Let's see if it breaks this, then we may have a possible reversal. We're at the, where are we here? On the VWAP. Oh, we're at the +1. So most likely it's going to hit there and come back. Well, see, it's beginning to do that. So here you do have the +1 deviation. Again, we have these red lines are basically the Fibonacci pullbacks or retracements. Okay, let's see what happens here, right there. See that lower high? If it basically breaks that or closes above that, then we're right here by the orb high again. Man, it just went from all the way through the man. This is the real weird Friday. You got 20 seconds here. Let's see what happens with this candle. So basically we have a doji right there. Let's see if it's going to reverse. Okay, we're testing this right here. See this? We're testing that. Again, there's the orb high. Are we going to try and fake this out again? Where there was not a, what you call it, a valid break? Like here, they did it twice. Here, right? It broke, came back down, never went back up. I mean, it broke, but it never sustained itself. So it went back down here, did the same thing here. It broke, reversed, and just continued reversing. I should have just got out right here. Once it changed that change of character right there, because basically it came down here, and you would have just switched up and got this. So now where are we here? Let me see, 113. Okay, that's why we're down 113. Let's see what happens here. It may do the same thing. It may continue coming down because that's what they've been playing with this orb range right now. Now for the IB's way up here, and you're talking about the +3 deviation. I mean, during this sort of thing, you can see how narrow the VWAP is. You know, not that much volatility. And the risk of 106 ain't that bad. I'm already, well, I may be up and down to 426. Let's go. We can make, again, let's see what happens here. If it does do a orb break to the upside. Yeah, I'll just take this out. 120, that'd be good. So just want to see if it's going to pull back here at the orb high. Because it has to pull back. I mean, to be a valid breakout entry, according to our requirements for an entry. What time is it? Yeah, it's gonna be 11 o'clock. They may just reverse this. Let's see. Top of the hour in 2 minutes, or is it 1 minute now? Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, here you go. You're gonna try that orb break. Let's see if they do it. Again, it has to close above, then come back down. Since when we have IB in play now, it may try to, well, again, where are we going with that? Really nothing going up there. Unbelievable. Going from one orb bottom, the same here, orb top down to the bottom. From this point on, when we get a reversal here, I'm going to take that. I'm going to scale in or scale in another contract. Because most likely it's going to get down here, right, to the VWAP, or way down back down here again to the orb low. So you can see we're not. Did we close above? Yeah, barely. Yeah, I think we didn't close above that. Let me try something here. Orb. Where's that? Was that count? 5. Retest. Wonder if we can get down this. What's the maximum here? 150, 200, 100. See what the maximum is. Yeah. See, 150. No, it doesn't want to give me that. So it's going to be 100. Yeah. Okay. So there's a signal. Okay, there it is. So let's see. I'm going to take this out. 140. I lost there. So there. Let's see if that finishes above there. Then you take this out. Delete. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So they're going to be a buy. This one I want to do 2 contracts. 2 buy. Here we are. Oh wait. Okay, there we are. First profit target would be right here. Now let me get this back out. That was going down, so now we're going up. And this really has no pullback. It's just going straight up. So yeah, so that would have been up here. Right, the TP1. Okay. I'll keep that there. This can also be the IB breakout. IB's up here. IB or high. So if that's the case. No, go down here. That's where it's going to be, down here. 24, yep. So let's say up here then too. I'm going to have to scale in for that. Let me see what that does. Let me see here. This one goes up here. This one is going to be up here. This one is going to be up here. Yep. I should have just made this one contract. Sorry. So we have a, what is that? That's called a fair value gap. See, I got my entry was kind of late. Should have been down right there, right here. Just a few ticks. So we finally get the pullback here again. I want to see this pullback coming down here. This whole thing, basically, we have a brief pullback right here. It basically consolidation. Is that ish? Ish. Let's see if they have an IB breakout here. And there's really no volatility here. Nothing. Hope we can just hit my first target. Probably going to test this again, the orb high. That's really the first pullback, to tell you the truth. So you have this here, right? Is a first pullback. You'd have to get all the way down here, or again, like I said, the orb right here, and then continue going up. That would be the target, would be up here at least. Where's this target? Right here. That's how they bring the volatility. Because sometimes they have this big candle out of nowhere. So we're testing this fair value gap right here. Again, straight up. We have a consolidation here, right? We're finally getting them pull back here. So let me see here. Let's move this up, maybe right there. Let's see what it does here. Expecting pull back here again to the orb. Okay, so I'll probably just take it up to here. I don't want to make it that, I don't want to make too much because I want to keep my consistency. Just look at how much I made already. 633. We can keep it around there. We can keep it between there and maybe less than 1,000. Break a structure there. We might have well, we don't really have a liquidity. It just usually when we have a break of structure, it kind of pulls back like this and then continues going up. Oh, I have 4 contracts. Okay, there's the long. See what happens here. We can reach that target. Okay, I'll be trading until 12:30. This market is really just down to 381. I gave back most of it. Well, some of it back. It's not following through at all. No follow through.
You can now add Claude directly into your trading view. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. First things first, we're going to need to download two applications, one being Claude, which you just download from the Claude website at the bottom left here.
Go, Kylie, go! Good job, Kylie. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Okay, so what do you see here? You're getting lower highs, right? Lower lows, yeah, just barely. But here we have a low here. We didn't do a lower low. It's again bouncing off the +1 deviation. So this may continue as a what we call a price discovery continuation. Let's see what it does. Or price discovery here never created a higher high, which should be up here, but let's see what happens here. 12, it's already 12. They usually make this move between 12 and 12:30. So let's see what happens here. Again, this is known as a price discovery if they continue going up, bouncing off the +1 deviation. If they can make it here at the +2. I'm trying to do an EMA here. Let me see. Another EMA. So, sorry, wrong. EMA. Nope. Where's my EMA thing? What is that? EMA. Okay, there it is. That's it. Okay, I need to do something here. 9. He said this is supposed to be good. Chart style. Let's see what they say about this. And what do you mean? Is it too small? Yeah. I think my students can see it better because they know what they see. And right now it's just really just ranging. Really nothing there to see right now. Since this is Friday, the holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend in the States. So basically there's all the institutional traders already took the day off. They're on vacation, long weekend. So really nothing. That's why it's not following through. So I had to try this 9 EMA. No volatility whatsoever, but we're still above the +1 deviation. So just as long as it's bouncing off the +1, there's a chance. But now we start breaking down here. Again, it's bouncing off the +1. We also have the orb high there, 5-minute orb high. Yeah, it's really doing nothing. So I'm trading until 12:30, and I'll call it quits. All right, trade is usually the VWAP wave. So this is the VWAP right here, the yellow. And what you have here, down here, if I can see it. Oops. Oh, still have that going on. So what I have here is this is the -1 deviation, the red one right here, right there, is the +1 deviation, -2, -3, +2, +3. As long as they're bouncing, like I said, as long as we're bouncing, but right now it looks like it's not. And I'll probably do this as a loss. Again, I want to see what they do here at the orb. If they close below the orb, then there's no follow through. And there it is. That's the breakdown right there. So what? I'm down to 86.30. Weird, really weird market. So now here they're bouncing off the orb again. Watch this. And now they're going to go back up. They just had to get me stopped out. You can see the 9 EMAs now, see this? It's really the slope is now heading down. But again, I don't know. This is basically just stopped me out. Got all those traders that was really having stops right here. Got them out. And that's more than one tick. Yeah. Okay, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Basically up $86. Talk to you guys on Monday. Hopefully there's more volume on Monday. Stay safe. Enjoy not Monday, Tuesday, since Monday's Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day. Talk to you guys on Tuesday. Enjoy the holiday. Stay safe. God bless.